is done, my dear sister, you realize that even the district we're talking about, the property will not just age like that. And mind you, maintenance culture, that's another thing.
Do we need to maintain our buildings? That will be the question. I'm living in the building. People do say that, ile manwo, because people are no longer living in it. They say people living in the house is a maintenance for the house. That's the general acceptable one.
Thank you. But you can normally, when you're living in your house, you cannot just be there. Sweeping is part of it. When you're sweeping, there's some, there may be cracks. When you're sweeping, you're putting the sand back into where they're supposed to be. I'm not saying that that's the right way to, but I'm saying that even you living there, why Yoruba says that one going in, because they know anyone will not just be there like status. And you will be putting one thing or the other to make that.
But madam, you have not answered my question.
I'm going there.
The service span.
Yes, I'm going there. That is where the civil structural engineering comes into being. Because now it's a residential building. When it's a residential building, there is a factor that they use. Because normally a building, let's say minimum of 50 years, a building must. So now, by the time you do you want to add load to it, they will do tests. We call it NDT, non-destructive test. You don't have to destroy that before you do the test, that non-destructive test. And when you do it, they'll be able to tell you that, this particular element, the compressive strength, because we normally use the strength of the concrete, that's the to determine the strength, that is still okay. For you to add, you have to introduce some columns, which you people call pillar. You have to introduce some columns to so that they'll be able to raise it. So definitely, it has a number of years that it has used. For you to still meet up, they have to retrovit to strengthen it. That's what I mean, retroviting, to strengthen it. But that will be done if you have given the right information to the administrative officer.
In the first place.
Yes, in the first place.
So it means everything is like a chain. It goes from here to this one to this one.
Everybody, I mean. When I say everybody, I mean from the clients, from the establishment. I conceive an idea. I want to have a commercial building. Move to the right place. To the developer, constructor that wants to build it for him, go to the right place. To the suppliers of materials on site. Because you discover that nowadays, these 16 bars, the reinforcement, the bars we use.
Yes.
By the time you use vernier caliper to actually check the diameter, it's less. So it's less than that. And that are being used to actually design to know that, within this column, it's only 4 irons you should put there that will be able to carry it. But when the 4 bars to use is 16 Now, the standard that they have reduced it before it gets to our country, they've reduced the diameter. So what are we saying? Definitely, it's not that strength that we're expecting that we got. So the suppliers also, they have to be, a kind of stakeholders arrangement meeting. This is what you should expect if we ask you to bring this particular material. This is what we're expecting from you. Anything less than that, we're not taking.
It's not acceptable.
And if it's not brought into the country as well, nobody will buy it from them. Nobody will see something substandard to buy. So that's why I say it's all of us.
It involves everybody.
It involves everybody.
Wow. As we begin to round off this conversation, a couple of weeks ago, a particular building came down at the Meta area of Lagos State. And quite a number of people came out and said, hey, Magbe. And after that building came down, the government decided to act on what they had identified earlier. You said they identified about 7,000 buildings that were distressed, and then the government decided to begin to break down and, the extremely, distressed ones. But still, the people living in that area, kept complaining. They kept talking. They kept complaining. What does what does the government expect of us? Where they want us to go? Some claimed they never saw the notice. Some notices would have been given to the landlords, and then the landlord never told the tenants. Some maybe just paid rent and moved into such buildings. What should a tenant do when he or she wants to rent a house? We've been talking about developments, the owners. Yes. What about the tenant? Because sometimes the landlord builds the house. He doesn't even live there. It's a business. And when these buildings collapses, the people who feel the brunt are the tenants. What then should these people do?
Yes, from there, let me come this way. You know, there's nothing at all, no matter the amount, that surpasses the life. Life matters. Whether I'm a tenant or I'm the contractor,